Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the videos of not only World of Concrete, but the SHOT Show as well. That was a much needed little getaway that my dad and I got, and the added bonus of getting into SHOT Show was just absolutely amazing. So we're back here. It's Monday morning, just about at the new home build, the site, the Freedom Compound, if you will, to drop off the camera. These guys, this framing crew, these guys are unbelievable. I was under the impression that they were going to be off all last week because of the negative sub-zero temperatures that we had, and I was under that impression because the one guy said, yeah, we're probably taking off next week, it's going to be cold, in regards to, you know, last week. And I said, Chester, I completely understand that, man. Like, if I don't want to work out in that weather, I don't really expect anybody else to ever work out in that weather. So seeing those temperatures, having that brief conversation with him, completely understood. Well, we get back from Vegas, come over to the house Friday morning to meet up with the guy that's doing the measurement for the nice final steps. And when you know it, they're here working on the framing. And I'm like, dude, you guys are wild. And then I'm looking around, I'm like, man, you guys got a lot done today, and you've only been here, what, a couple hours? He's like, oh, well, no, we did all this yesterday, and now we're working on. I'm like, wait, hold on, you guys were here yesterday? So, I mean, obviously, I'm referring to Thursday and Friday last week, but the work ethic that these guys have is truly unbelievable and very much appreciated. I'm pretty sure they're getting annoyed with how much I'm thanking them and how much I'm telling them I appreciate it. But regardless, it is Monday morning. They are back over here. They said they were gonna probably have this done by the end of this week. So I think this might be the last framing video that we have of these guys. At least once they're done, I can get in there and do the little bit of framing that I've been wanting to do, and I'm pretty excited about that. So without further ado, enjoy the time lapse. Alright guys, so this is one of the things that I really like about kind of being busy and not being able to be over here, is as much as I would love to be over here helping, as I've stated in the last two other framing videos, my scheduling right now just doesn't really allow me to be. And realistically, I would probably just end up getting in these guys' way with how they work and their systems that they have, because frankly, they are crushing this. But just pulling up and looking at everything they got done, I'm always blown away, and I always love to come over here at the end of the day to get the camera and see exactly what they did. Now, unfortunately, my time-lapse camera did die for whatever reason. My battery pack wasn't charging it, but we're still gonna go ahead and keep bringing it over in the morning, trying to figure out if it was the battery pack, if it was the cable. But regardless, just on first glance, they got a lot of these gable walls in. I can see one LVL there for the ridge, another big giant LVL there for this ridge, and I mean, everything has the house wrap on it. They started running the rafter boards there, and then on the other side. So let's go up. I want to get a closer look at all this stuff, so let's go. All right guys, so we are up in the attic, potentially future bonus room area, and I say that because we had the floor joists and everything engineered so that we can finish this area and potentially have another bonus room up here for you know, the kids to come up and play and, you know, do whatever they want up here. we're not finishing it right now. Obviously, we're kind of focusing on the necessities: kitchen, living room, one bathroom to move in, and then we'll finish the remainder of the house as we live here. But just know that this was a thought, and we had it designed so that it could potentially be more living space should we decide, yeah, let's go ahead and put, you know, a game room or a bonus room or whatever up here. But one of the things that I see a lot of these inspectors looking at is where the rafters meet your header or your ridge. Specifically, the one guy, I can't think of his name, but he always says that ain't right. He's pretty funny, and some of the stuff that he finds is truly incredible. But like I said, where the rafters meet the ridge, a lot of times you'll see a gap, like the top will be nice and tight, and then the heel of the board, the bottom down here, there will be a gap like it was cut at the wrong angle. That is not the case here. The board is sitting nice and flush on this ridge the whole way up that cut. There's no gaps or anything. And then it looks like I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails on this side, and a few more, 3 or 4 more on this side. So they are nailed really, really well. Yeah, I mean, this is all looking great. Again, just looking at these ridge boards going into that header, there's no, obviously they need to add more here and up in the attic, but obviously, you know, there's no gaps or anything, so their cuts are very precise and very accurate, and just everything that they're doing just looks awesome right now. All right, guys, day 2 on what should be the last framing video for these guys. Like I've said a couple times now, I'll come in whenever they're done, frame in some non-essential walls and knee walls. So just another day where I'm busy at the shop doing stuff, and just excited to come back over to pick up the camera here and see what they got done. So hopefully this camera's battery lasts. I'm not really sure what happened yesterday, but really haven't had an issue with these batteries dying when I have them hooked up to the battery pack. So like I said, I'm not really sure what happened, but let's hope this camera makes it through today, and enjoy the time lapse. These guys really just, I mean, they move so fast. I'm having a hard time believing that, like, it's going this fast for them. But, I mean, they have almost all of the rafters run over here in my office area. Everything looks nice and tight. All the slopes look good. They have the roof running off the front of the house, right where this window is. That way we continue that look over and we just don't have like two roofs that end. It's all connected. Same thing over here. They have this roof running to connect these two roofs to keep that look. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna really like this view out of my office. That's gonna be awesome. But I mean, I am blown away with how fast these guys are moving. Now, the reason why I'm pretty happy that I get to come in and frame in all the non-essential walls like the knee walls and stuff like that is because per our plans, there's supposed to be a wall right here and right here. So we're losing this space and this space. So me framing this in myself, now I can push this wall back to maybe here and gain this much more area on both sides. You know, if I really wanted to, I could frame, well, I'm gonna have to frame this wall in at some point in time because there's a doorway here. But you know, there's a bathroom right here. So I could split this maybe from the window. That would be the bathroom, and I could have a nice big closet over here. Either way, that's kind of why I'm happy I get to that's why I'm happy I get to do this, is because now I can kind of go through and see what it looks like and see the amount of space and everything that we have. Then walking over here to where the master bathroom and closets will eventually be. They have the peaks run, they have the overhang run, they have the header run, so we'll have nice tall ceilings in our bathroom over here. Pretty psyched about that. I don't think I'm climbing up top there, but looking through these floor joists, you can see, you know, they have more rafters run up there in the ceiling, and yeah, it's all just looking awesome. I'm so happy. This is awesome. So, all right, guys, we'll head up. I had to bring some stuff to store in the garage, so I got to get that unloaded, and I will be back over tomorrow morning to drop off the time-lapse camera again. So we'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so I just dropped the time-lapse camera off. Yesterday, whenever I picked it up, something happened where the clip that it was filming, the segment that it was filming, got corrupted. And when I tried to review the playback when I got home, number one, the battery on the camera was dead. So I'm not really sure what happened with that, because that's the second time this has happened now. But whenever I got the camera home and got it charged, it was saying that file had been corrupted and I couldn't view it. So unfortunately, you guys aren't able to see what they did yesterday, but frankly, this framing crew is incredible. They got almost all of the rafters up and plywooded I want to say probably half of the house has plywood and tar paper on it. So today is Thursday. I really don't think it's unless we get hit with some crazy stupid weather, I don't think it's unrealistic to think that these guys are going to be either done tomorrow, which would be Friday, or potentially have some stuff to finish up on Monday. But either way, I'm psyched with all the progress. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, watching these guys just absolutely crush it, because I know it's pretty special for me and Rachel and the girls to go over every day after we're done doing whatever we're doing, and seeing the progress that they've made. So right now I'm headed back to the shop to meet up with my dad and Matt. We got a garage to prep so that we can pour it tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, I guess occasionally you got to go and make some money. So no, we're all itching to get back to work. I think we have another week or so left before we can start kind of doing odds and ends and doing a little bit more inside, because everything isn't so frozen. Yeah, so I don't know, enjoy the time lapse, hopefully. There it is. The roof is on. Everything except for this section here is papered, and that is a huge deal for a couple reasons. Basically, throughout this process, we were getting some snow here and there. Really, the most snow we got was just last week. I think we got maybe like 6 to 7 inches all at once. But throughout this process, I was trying to do my best with coming over and shoveling the snow off the decking. That way it didn't melt, all of that snow melt and soak into the decking. And you know, the plywood will take some moisture, some rain, some sort of precipitation, because you can't build a house in a day. Lumber companies understand that, so they manufacture the wood to be able to take some water during the building process. Typically, on average, you don't want to expose any lumber to water longer than 3 months. That's why I chose to have a professional crew do this framing for me. That way I knew the lumber was going to be safe, it was going to be done in a timely manner. I will take over framing the inside, the non-essential walls, as I've said a few times, but for the most part the decking stayed relatively dry. The few times that we got snow, I was able to shovel it off before it melted any, and the decking stayed dry. Tomorrow is actually the first rain that we are going to get, and I say rain, I mean rain. They're calling for rain from like 1 a.m. all day tomorrow. Not snow, not freezing rain, straight rain. So the roof is on, the majority of it is papered. That decking inside is going to be pretty safe. The only way it's going to get affected is if we get some strong winds. It blows the rain in the openings where the windows are going. But I mean, all in all, I am beyond thrilled and just completely blown away at how fast and efficient these guys were at framing our house. So let's go on a quick tour. All right, guys, so eventually we're gonna have some steps coming up here. We need to get the floor poured for the garage. This beam will get cut out and a post will sit on the garage floor and then hold this corner up. Steps are going to come up here and turn and then come up here. Then we are in my office. So like I said, everything's under roof. I don't see any daylight up there. Those rafters look nice and tight up against that LVL beam. The most amount of rain that this area is going to see now is whatever blows in from these windows. So here we have a nice roof that comes the whole way across. That's ice and water shield. That's not just your standard tar paper, titanium paper. Then they have that valley all nice and ice and water shielded in. Here comes Rachel. Yeah, so they have a little bit more paper to do up there. So you guys are seeing the time lapse going out front of the porch roof going up, but what you can't see is the trusses and everything back here going up for over like the dining area and the back side of the kitchen. So they got some guys out front working, the other guys are back here working. Either way, everything is going really nice and just I mean, I'm just blown away with the way these guys work. They're finely oiled machine, a well-oiled machine. That's it. So enjoy the rest of the time lapse. All right, guys, so this roof is all done. It's all papered and everything. I think really tomorrow they just need to take this down and then finish the roof over there, and I think that's it. But we have 3 woolmanized 6x6 posts that go straight down to the concrete foundation, and our porch is going to wrap around that. We'll have relief cuts coming off it, so the protection will be good. I think what I'm going to do is pad this overhang out to meet the roof line, so we'll be out an additional 12 inches, which that's going to be a little bit harder to do, but we'll try to figure that out. It's going to be a lot of bracing, but regardless, I think that would look really nice. Nice broken stone edge on that with maybe some wood plank stamp and a rolled slate border. Then we come through the house here. They built us some temporary steps, which is nice. Come through here and holy cow, I think they got this roof. Oh, almost done. Still have one more piece of plywood to get up there, and then looks like they still need to paper because I can see daylight coming through there. But regardless, this looks really nice in here. Everything's just about enclosed. So my windows are in. However, I don't think I'm going to be taking delivery. I don't think I'm going to be taking delivery on those for a little bit. I would like to get the garage floor done. That'll probably be in the next couple weeks. That way I can bring the windows in, put them in the garage. They're up out of the mud. They're not in a active working area. I can kind of put them in. I'll plastic off all the windows so that I can maybe get 1 or 2 windows in per day. The windows we got are 7D windows, the 7700 series, so it's a good quality window from a company pretty local here. It's they're based out of Hollidaysburg in Pennsylvania. It's about 2 hours from here, I know, because we went on a Christmas train ride there. It was pretty neat. But regardless, we'll plastic off the windows, and that way we don't get rain blowing in and everything. Keeps the inside here dry, and yeah, we can kind of start chipping away at the underground plumbing when that ground thaws out. Honestly, I think that's gonna do it. I mean, there was enough time lapse in this video, and then enough of me kind of covering everything that these guys got accomplished during the day, so I think that's good. But honestly, I'm just kind of blown away with how quickly these guys work. And here's the top of the front porch roof. So these guys are just incredible. I mean, their work is top notch. There hasn't been a single thing where I've walked through and said, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's all been just absolutely phenomenal and fast. Holy cow, I cannot believe how fast these guys are. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area and you're looking for a really good framing crew that does quality work at a good pace, call my guy Steve at 84 Lumber and ask him to get you set up with Chester, and he will do that. Chester and his crew are just absolutely insane. They're quick, they're good. I can't say enough good things about them. So I'm excited to keep progressing. We're kind of at the point where the weather's starting to turn a little bit and giving us an opportunity to get some work done. So there's going to be a lot more videos coming here soon of plumbing and framing and obviously concrete. So stick around and enjoy it. So, but for right now, I know I end every single video like this, but I really cannot thank you guys enough for the continued support. It really means the world to me, and to my loving wife, Rachel. I mean, I couldn't do any of this without the love and support from you. So thank you for indulging these wild dreams of mine. You truly are the best wife ever. So, but thank you guys for tuning back into another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. If you liked what you saw, please click the like and subscribe. Don't forget to like us on Instagram, and don't forget to check out the description. for some links. I always appreciate the support you guys give me from those. So I hope you're enjoying this series, because I know I'm enjoying this in real life. I'm so ecstatic. But for now, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.